What a special day it is. And I mean that quite literally because, look, it's always fun when we get to talk to Coach O on Tuesdays at 7:30. But today, an extra special edition as it is literally today. This is not belated. This is not early. It is Coach Orgeron's 60th birthday today. Coach O, cannot thank you enough. I know you're in the airport joining us on your 60th birthday. What's going on, man? Happy birthday.
Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it. So appreciative of being the head coach of LSU Tigers. It's been a great 60 years. I look for 60 more.
Coach, so you've been in Cancun with your boys. A little bit of a final recharge before the grind of the season begins. How was the trip?
Outstanding food. We stayed down here at a great Ritz-Carlton. We had a blast. Got a chance to be with my boys, celebrate my birthday today. But you know what? I'm ready to come back, ready to get to work.
Well, look, we have no doubt about that. But before we talk about the road ahead, when you're there and it's your 60th birthday and you maybe relax and you got your sons with you, is it like did you have any sort of reflective moments where you're thinking back on your journey and the grind and what was it, sleeping on cots in like the Arkansas dorms back in the day, and then now you got a natty ring, you're in the Ritz in Cancun. Like, did you reflect on any of this?
No question, just appreciative. Appreciative of my mom and dad, and just really appreciative of still being in good shape. A lot of times ahead.
All right, Coach, and let's talk about what comes next. Or we'll talk about something that you did right before you left for the trip, which was SEC Media Days. In a lot of ways, for us on this side of the mic, it kind of feels like the almost unofficial start to the season. And how do you feel that it went, coming off of last year, heading into this year, and Derek Stingley and Austin Deculus?
Yeah, I'm so proud of Derek and Austin. I thought they did a great job being there. It's the first time Derek goes out and speaks in public a bunch. Everybody loved him. They didn't know him very well. Very humble young man. So proud of Austin Deculus. He was so happy to be there. He was the leader of our offensive line coming back. Both of those guys represented the Tigers in a great way.
They both did do a fantastic job, Coach, and I got a chance to catch up with you and the boys there in Hoover. But I can tell you, all the people that I respect in Hoover, all the football minds that know what they're talking about, they kind of had the same theme. Like, hey, don't forget about LSU. Like, don't forget about the talent and everything they have going for them at LSU. But I've got to imagine, like, you don't hate the fact that, everyone wants to put you to the side and you know what you have coming back in this 2021 LSU football team.
Yeah. I feel good about this football team. All this stuff, preseason, all that stuff, that goes out the window. You guys know, the first day you start practice, you forget about all that stuff. It's about the grind. It's about camp. It's about getting this team better.
So, Coach, what do the next couple of weeks look like? Like, when does everybody report for camp?
Yeah, the boys report August 5th. We start practice August 6th, and here we go. And the focus, you guys know, is this is about building the foundation of our football team. 30 days to get the LSU Tigers better. And then when it comes game week, we're going to focus on the team we're playing, take it one game at a time.
What does the camp schedule look like now, Coach? Because even in the last, 15 years, you're talking about 15 years ago, you'd still be knocking out a pretty good amount of two-a-days and really like grinding. It seems like a lot of those philosophies, like the science behind it, has kind of caused things to change.
Yeah, no 2 days. But you know what, T-Bob and Jacob, guys come in better shape now. I don't think you need 2 days anymore, but the walkthroughs, the meetings, all the installation, those are very important. It's still a long time at camp. We have a lot of time with them, but it's more walkthroughs, more meetings. And then when we do have a practice, a 3-hour practice, it's a pretty good practice.
Coach, yesterday we were talking about the linebacker room, and a lot of people want to point to that position, but when you really peel back the layers, there's a lot of talented players that are going to be in that room that we just haven't seen in an LSU uniform. Mike Jones, Bug Strong, some of those names, and Damone Clark maybe, bouncing back and being the player that we've seen him be in his past as well. That room, to me, has more talent than people are giving it credit.
No question. I think Blake has done a great job. I'm looking forward to Mike and Bugs, and also Jared Small. Think about Jared Small. He had a great camp. Look at him to play this year. He's going to play a lot. I think Damone Clark will be a much improved player. Michael Baskerville, Antoine Sampa, and watch out for Greg Penn, a freshman. I think he's going to be an excellent player.
Wow. Coach, what's the key from the coach's perspective? Obviously, you went through it as a player as well, but we always talk about guys that kind of have opportunities here, right? I mean, certainly like left tackle is a key spot that you would look at right now, and there's a few others, but from the coach's perspective, what is the key for these players to assert themselves and to convince y'all that, hey, man, look, we can play?
That's what camp's about. And, we're going to have 4 preseason games. We're going to have some competitive practices. We're going to have competitive preseason games. We want to see our guys. We tell them our depth chart is Hester saying. I want to see our guys compete. Obviously, the quarterback position is a big position. Yeah. But every position, I want to see our guys get better and competing. And as you guys know, throughout the season, we need everybody on the roster.
Coach, I want to see the defensive line battle. Like, I want to go out to camp so I can see which one of those guys plays, because when you look at that room, and especially interior-wise, there's so many guys that are capable of playing, and only the cream is going to rise to the top in that position battle.
It's going to be fun. Watch out for Joe Evans. He's had a great camp. He's had a great summer. Mason Smith, Bryce Langston, 2 young freshmen. Jacqueline Roy's in the best shape he's ever been. Then you got Neil Farrell and Glenn Young and Jacoby Guillory. We loaded them.
So, Coach, the crazy part about all this, talking to LSU head football coach at Orgeron, is that, I mean, so camp is 24/7, right? You're getting ready for the season, but, like, recruiting doesn't stop either. Y'all are still gathering commitments. I mean, just on Friday, another big one. So how do you manage the recruiting load? What does that look like when the season begins?
Well, think about this. We got boys from the boot coming this Saturday.
Wow.
We got our top players in the state of Louisiana going to be here all day Saturday, so we're looking forward to that. But you know what? Austin Thomas has put a great personnel department in, and those guys do a lot of texting. They do a lot of calling while we're out at practice. So we have enough personnel to handle the workload throughout the camp.
Coach, we were talking about camp memories from ourselves as players. Do you have any hard times or any memories from Natchitoches back in the day?
And being on board at 4:30 in the morning, coming beating on your door with a bat to get you up for 2 days.
Hey, they used to send old Coach Nader to wake us up and to put us to bed. Hey, people don't sleep on Coach Nader now.
Hey,
he does more dips than anybody in America.
Hey, Jake, you need to get up. It's time for practice. Well, look, Coach, your cell phone started to break up a little bit, but again, we just want to wish you a very happy 60th birthday from the team here at OTB. Glad you enjoyed the trip. Really excited for the grind of the season, man. And fly home safe today, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thank you, guys. Great being on the show. Go Tigers.
Yes, sir. There he is, LSU head football coach Ed Orgeron. Man, every time we were plumbing the depths of the memory.
I know. When I'm 60, though, obviously we see Coach all the time, but I saw him last week looking good in the suit.
Look great.
I don't look like that in 36.
I mean, not even the suit picture, bro. Have you seen the picture of him in like the beach hat from a couple weeks ago, shirtless? Yeah. Old boy's looking jacked, dude. Well, hey, you know what? You could probably go to Lower Juvie Medical or something like that when you get that age. All right, when we get back here on All the Benches to wrap up hour number 1, keep it locked.